I don't care what they say. I'm proud of where I've been and who I am becoming. I've earned every step of my journey. I don't care what they say. I've realized that what others think of me doesn't define my value. I am worthy, and that's not up for debate. I don't care what they say. I refuse to live in fear of judgment. Life is too short to waste on the opinions of people who don't understand my story. I don't care what they say. I've learned that I don't have to explain myself to anyone. My life is mine to live, and I am enough just as I am. I don't care what they say. I've stopped seeking perfection because I've realized that authenticity is far more beautiful than any ideal I could ever strive for. I don't care what they say. I'm not afraid to be misunderstood. I know my truth, and that's all that matters. I don't care what they say. I'm starting to realize that true freedom comes when you stop seeking validation from others. I don't care what they say. I refuse to let anyone's negativity affect my peace. I'm focused on what makes me happy, and that's all I need. I don't care what they say. I'm not afraid of standing alone because I know I have everything I need within me. I don't care what they say. I've learned to embrace every emotion, every thought, because they all contribute to who I am today. I don't care what they say. The only approval I need is from myself, and I've made peace with that. I don't care what they say. I'm done apologizing for being myself. I'm embracing who I am, flaws and all. I don't care what they say. My confidence doesn't depend on anyone else. I've learned that the most powerful person in my life is me. I don't care what they say. I'm no longer interested in fitting in. I'm more focused on finding my place on my own terms. I don't care what they say. I've realized that the only thing I can control is how I respond to life, and I choose peace over everything. I don't care what they say. I am not afraid of my emotions. I embrace them, and in doing so, I embrace who I am. I don't care what they say. The only judgment that matters is mine, and I'm choosing to be kind to myself. I don't care what they say. I've learned that the real power lies in being unapologetically yourself, even when others don't understand it. I don't care what they say. I'm living for me, not for anyone else's approval. If they can't accept that, it's their loss. I don't care what they say. Life is too short to waste on trying to meet expectations that aren't your own. Live for yourself, not for others. I don't care what they say. I'm embracing all of who I am, even the parts that make me feel vulnerable. I am a work in progress, and I am proud of it. I don't care what they say. I've realized that the key to happiness is letting go of others' judgments and trusting myself completely. I don't care what they say. I'm choosing to focus on the present moment, and I refuse to be weighed down by anyone's opinion of me. I don't care what they say. I've learned that it's okay to not have all the answers, and it's okay to take my time figuring things out. I don't care what they say. The opinions of others no longer hold the power they once did. I trust myself, and that's all I need. I don't care what they say. I've embraced my feelings and my path, and I'll continue to walk it unfiltered and unapologetically. I don't care what they say. I've realized that the only person who truly understands me is myself, and that's all the validation I need. I don't care what they say. I've learned that authenticity is not about perfection. It's about being honest with yourself, no matter what anyone else thinks. I don't care what they say. I've been through too much to let anyone else's opinions define me. I know my worth, and I'm done questioning it. I don't care what they say. There's strength in standing firm in your beliefs, even if the world doesn't agree. I choose my truth over their comfort. I don't care what they say. Every moment of self-doubt is an opportunity for growth, and I've learned to embrace it, not fear it. I don't care what they say. I'm letting go of the need to be perfect. I'm perfectly imperfect, and I'm proud of it. I don't care what they say. My past does not define me. The choices I make today are the only ones that matter, and I'm creating my future with purpose. I don't care what they say. I refuse to let others' judgments affect my happiness. I'm learning to live for myself, and that's enough. I don't care what they say. I've come to realize that the key to peace lies in embracing what is, instead of fighting against what others think should be. I don't care what they say. It's not about fitting into their expectations. It's about finding a space where I can truly be myself, unapologetically. I don't care what they say. You deserve to be loved and understood exactly as you are. If they can't see that, it's their loss, not yours. Don't let anyone diminish your worth. I don't care what they say. Sometimes all we need is someone to listen, to just hear us without judgment. We're all a little broken, but that's what makes us human. I don't care what they say. I am who I am. Unapologetically, I may stumble, but I refuse to hide. If you can't handle that, I'm not here to change for you. I don't care what they say. I've learned that what truly matters is how I feel in this moment. The world's noise can't dictate my inner peace. I don't care what they say. It's not about being perfect. It's about being real. And right now, this is me, unfiltered, raw, and vulnerable. And I'm okay with that. I don't care what they say. The truth is, I'm learning to let go of what others think. It's liberating, and I've never felt freer. I don't care what they say. My journey is mine alone, and I don't need approval to take the next step. This is my path, and I will walk it confidently, no matter what. I don't care what they say. I've made peace with the fact that I don't fit into anyone else's expectations. And that's exactly how it's supposed to be. I don't care what they say. Every scar, every mistake has brought me closer to understanding my truth. I'm not ashamed of my story. It's who I am. I don't care what they say. I'm learning that vulnerability is strength. Allowing myself to be seen, raw and unfiltered, is the most powerful thing I can do. I don't care what they say. I refuse to hide behind a mask any longer. This is who I am, and I'm done pretending to be anyone else. I don't care what they say. Sometimes the bravest thing we can do is admit that we don't have it all figured out. It's okay to not be okay sometimes. I don't care what they say. Life is too short to live for others' opinions. I'm taking back my power and choosing to live my truth. I don't care what they say. I've realized that what others think of me is none of my business. It's my life, my choices, and I stand by them. I don't care what they say. I've learned that sometimes the most important thing is not what others say about me, but how I speak to myself. I don't care what they say. I'm in charge of my narrative. This is my story, and I'm telling it unapologetically, flaws and all. I don't care what they say. Every step I've taken has led me here, and I am exactly where I'm meant to be. I don't care what they say. There is power in embracing your truth. The more unfiltered we are, the more real our connections become. I don't care what they say. I've stopped living for validation and started living for myself. I don't need anyone's approval to be happy. I don't care what they say. I'm not interested in fitting into a mold that wasn't made for me. I'm carving my own path unapologetically. I don't care what they say. I've been through too much to let anyone else's opinion define me. This is my life, and I will live it the way I choose. I don't care what they say. Every flaw, every imperfection is part of what makes me unique. I've learned to love myself unconditionally. I don't care what they say. I'm not looking for approval anymore. I'm looking for peace, and I've found it within myself. I don't care what they say. I am allowed to change, to grow, to evolve. I don't need permission to be the person I am becoming. I don't care what they say. I've come to understand that the most important relationship I'll ever have is with myself. If I'm not at peace with me, nothing else will matter. I don't care what they say. I've stopped seeking validation from others because I've learned that the only approval I need is my own. I don't care what they say. Life is too precious to spend it worrying about what others think. I'm living for today, and I'm okay with that. I don't care what they say. I've learned to listen to my own heart instead of the noise around me. The truth is always within, and I'm trusting it more than ever. I don't care what they say. I'm tired of hiding behind the opinions of others. This is me, vulnerable, real, and unfiltered. I don't care what they say. The world doesn't define my worth. I do. And I've come to realize that I am more than enough. I don't care what they say. I've embraced my flaws and imperfections because they are part of the journey. There's no shame in being a work in progress. I don't care what they say. I don't need anyone's permission to be myself. I am the only authority on who I am, and that's the only opinion that matters. I don't care what they say. Sometimes we have to let go of the idea of perfection and embrace the messiness of being human. I don't care what they say. There is strength in letting go of what no longer serves me. I'm focused on my peace, and that's all that matters.